Welcome to my marathon journey. Today is day 2, and there have already been tears today, just thinking about it, thinking about this next 20 weeks. By the time I run the Pittsburgh Marathon on May 5th, 2024, I will have run 700 miles when I follow the training program in this book right here, which is what I've decided to do. This is actually my second time going at 26.2. The first time I ran about 14 miles of it, and I walked most of the rest very speedily. It was a speedy walk. I averaged about 14-minute miles, finished in 6 hours, and I was very glad to finish. So my goal this time is to run the entire 26.2. Oh yeah, that's how I feel about it. And you know what I'm learning about this whole thing, about this emotion, is the reason I feel that way about it. You know, that emotion, that's not a positive emotion. It's not hope. It's not encouragement. It's the feeling of, can I do it? And questioning whether I can do it. And what I'm understanding about how the universe works is that emotion is guidance. And the reason that I'm feeling that negative emotion is because I, Mary, in my logical thinking mind, really don't know if I can do it. But my inner being is sure I can. This is one of the great lessons of running. It's something that after a race, after my first half marathon, I was sure of it. I was sure of it. Sure of what? I was sure that that voice in my head that doesn't think I can, the reason it doesn't think I can is because it can't. Because it doesn't even have legs. All it has is a suggestion. So I'm gonna, they say it's marathon runners, that it's the marathon is a me versus me situation. I think probably all situations are me versus me, but that's not really the point. What is the point? Choosing to be real. I've decided just try to be real in my marathon process here. I think that might be the best benefit I can give to anybody, including myself, is to just be real. Honest communication. And sometimes that means I'm going to cry while I communicate. That's okay. That's okay. Honest communication. Something that I'm working on. So there's these topics, when I talk about it, it triggers an emotion, which is my indicator that I'm seeing that topic in a way that my source energy is not seeing that topic, which is really great news. It means I'm wrong. I can honestly communicate. What the freak? Just say what's going on. Be real. Because I've, in life, a lot of the time had this whole thing of being perfect. I have to be perfect and I have to present myself in a certain way, always smiling, always happy. And people have this idea of Mary that she's always happy, but she's not. She's not always happy. But she tries to be happy. And it's okay that she's not always happy. Happiness is a choice. So I get up each day and then I have to choose again to be happy. And some days it's easier than others. Today isn't one of those easy days. But that doesn't mean I can't do it. Because all I really have to do is focus upon positive aspects. If I'm not happy, it's because my mind has been wandering and having this inner dialogue and having a movie going on that is not pleasing. It's depressing. And that's why I feel that way. So I just got to get control of my mind, which is one of the reasons I love running. It helps me get control of my mind. All right, so week 1 looks pretty good. It's almost a little too easy. So I just came off a 78-day running streak. I ran 78 days. I ran a mile at least to keep my streak going. A lot of days I ran a mile. Some days I ran more. I have it charted. But I think you run a mile a day for 78 days, even if it was only a mile, something to be proud of. And so that's what I did preparing, getting ready for this, getting back into running, and I made some good progress. I saw myself getting stronger in those 78 days. So this first week here we have 11 to 15 miles. 11 to 15 miles, that's not very many miles. So you can imagine what the rest of it is. It's a 20-week plan. Yesterday was cross training for 30 to 45 minutes, and I walked outside for 5 miles. Today is an aerobic base run, 2 to 3 miles. So that's achievable, I can do it. And I think that's one of the keys to a training plan, which is why I'm committing to this. And I'm gonna have to recommit, You know, it's because there's life. Life's going to go on. While I'm doing this, life's going to go on. I got to commit and recommit and commit and recommit, keep choosing the same thing and remember why I'm doing it. Why am I doing it? I've always wanted to run a marathon. I mean, run the whole thing. Just start running and have my legs carry me to that 26.2 mile finish line. And I was born and bred in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My dad has run the Pittsburgh Marathon, and he's my greatest inspiration in running, John Eagle. So it changed my life. His running changed my life, and I appreciate that. So this Pittsburgh Marathon, it's going to be hilly, I'm pretty sure. I got to really look at it, but Pittsburgh's freaking hilly, right? It's not going to be easy, but what does that have to do with it? I'm not doing it because it's easy. I'm actually doing it because it's beyond anything I've ever done before, which means by the time I do the training, and this is why I'm committing to the training, is because, and I'm reminding myself with this video here so I can refer back to it, is that if I do this plan, then I'm going to be building over the 20 weeks. And by the time I get to May 5th, 2024, I'll be strong. I did the training plan. I'll be standing there confident. And even though on that day I'll be running further than I did in the training, I'll know that I am ready. My legs are ready. My mind is ready. I'm ready. All right, so there you have it. This is Mary reporting in, the Roadrunner reporting in. At the beginning of my marathon training program. I don't plan on making a video every day. I'm going to report in from time to time. And I hope that there's anybody that my honest process might help. Mostly, I think it's going to help me just to actually present myself how I really am. And then show the progress. Show my progress. Show my confidence build. Show that maybe I won't be crying in the next video. So, whether or not, it's me. And I think that the key to my life taking off is going to be me just embracing who I really am and presenting an honest presentation of myself to the world. All right. Thanks for tuning in.